there, my name's Louise. Welcome to my diamond painting place. Hope everybody is doing really well today, and thank you for taking the time to have a look at my new video, which will be a roundup of everything that I completed. And also I have got a couple of, well, I think I've got one work in progress for the end of 2025. I do have another couple of whips that I've been working on, but I didn't start those until 2026, so they are not included in this roundup. So without further ado, and I don't want to keep you guys too long, hopefully I will try and get all the images in the frame. If not, I will have to move my canvases around a little bit, just so that you can see what they're like. I think this year I have done quite a mix. I'm still doing my random picks using my decision wheel. So I think basically it has given me a mixture. So I have done Diamond Art Club, I have done budget ones, I have done Oroloa, Dreamer Designs, I did an Admo Zest, although that wasn't a random pick, but I'll explain that later on. So yeah, so I think I have done quite a mixture. I've also done some of the older kits in my stash, which is really good. I've done some of the bigger kits that were in my stash, which again is really good, although they have taken me a long time. And it's a mixture of artists that I really love as well, as you will see. So we'll get into it with the first one that I did. This is Moon Witch. Oh, I'm never any good at flipping the canvases. I'm not very professional when it comes to that. So, but this one is Moon Witch by Ennis Guerrero. Now, Ennis is one of my top artists as far as, well, anything really, diamond painting and colouring pages. I do dabble in adult colouring as well. Well, that's where I first started noticing all these wonderful artists, was in the adult colouring field, and obviously Ennis is one of my favourites with her colour, both with her colouring pages and with her diamond art releases. So I have got, touchwood, so far I have got every single release that Ennis and Diamond Art has done in conjunction with Diamond Art Club, and I'm intend to keep it that way. So yeah, so this one was Moon Witch. It is a round kit, and it is 55.8 centimeters by 83.8 centimeters, or 22 inch by 33 inch. There are a total of 23 colours, of which there was 1 AB and 2 fairy dust, and approximately 59,500 diamonds. But she is beautiful, isn't she? I just love like the vintage look with the old sort of sepia tones. I don't know if you can see the fairy dust or the ABs. I don't know if they're coming through on the camera, but there's lots sort of ABs in the top there, and there's sparkles, bits and pieces. I think the fairy dust was in her hair. There's the bottom of the canvas. That is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get a lot of these canvases on my wall, I think. It's a shame. They just, once I've completed them, I'm just rolling them up and popping them back in the box for now. But they really do deserve to be on a wall somewhere. So yeah, that was Moon Witch. Sorry, I don't know if I said I started her on the 22nd of December 2024 and finished her on the 5th of January 2025. So basically I completed this kit in the 2 weeks I was on leave from my work during my holiday. So a holiday well spent, I would say. So that was the first one. That was Moon Witch. So the next one I finished was this stunning one. Again, it was sort of grey colour, but then you got all this pop down at the bottom, which was absolutely gorgeous. And this was chock full of ABs, crystals. I think there was fairy dust as well, but yeah. So this one is from Diamond Art Club again. This is a Diamond Art Club one, and this is Soul of the Storm by Camilla Derico. I started her on the 5th of January 2025. So the same day I finished Moon Witch, I started on this one. I finished her on the 1st of February 2025. Oh, sorry, and total time for Moon Witch, I didn't give you the time taken. I thought I did. So the time taken on Moon Witch was 68 hours 45 minutes. So the time taken on this one was 59 hours 51 minutes. There's 51 colours, 7 ABs, 2 iridescent, which is what Diamond Art Club call the crystal ones, and 3 fairy dust. So there was 12 special diamonds in this one, and it's absolutely glorious. Like I say, these don't actually deserve to be wrapped up in the, rolled up and put back in the boxes. They really do need to be on the wall. I really do need to start appreciating them a bit more. And it was a round kit, and the size of the canvas was 55.8 centimeters by 69, or 22 inches by 27 inches. A roughly total of 48,954 diamonds. So again, Camilla Derico, one of my favourite artists, again, both through the adult colouring channels, but also diamond painting. And again, I'm trying to keep on top of any Camilla releases, as I do want to have them all in my collection, hopefully at the end of the day. So that one was Soul of the Storm by Camilla Derico. Next, I did another one of my favourite artists, which is Hannah Lynn. This one is so stinking cute. I absolutely love it. I absolutely adore this one. This one is Tagalongs. And the size, it is another round kit. So lots of round ones to start the year off. And it is 71 centimeters by 51 centimeters, or 28 inches by 20 inches. And just look how bright and colourful and cheery that is. That is just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I adore this one. This is one of my favourites. So, and I started this on the 1st of February and finished it on the 21st of February. So it took me 20 days. A total time of 56 hours, 41 minutes. And again, I started on this one the same day I finished Soul of the Storm. And there's a total of 54 colours, of which there was 4 ABs and 50,694 diamonds. So she's gorgeous. And with Hannah Lynn's as well. And I know there is an awful lot of black. There's a lot of black in Hannah Lynn's. I just love doing the black outlines and then filling all the colours in, and you just watch it pop to life there. So the AB, I don't know if the camera's picking up again, the penguins' faces, all ABs. All ABs in the penguins' faces. I don't know, I'm going to try and show you how cute, stinking cute. No, it's not. I don't know if I put a light on. Oh, there we go. There we go. All that face, all that penguin's face is AB's, and that penguin's face is AB's too. Just look at that. It's so cute. And there was AB's in her top and in her hair. There's yellow and white and blue AB's in her hair as well. And I think there was some blue, yeah, some blue AB's in the bubbles and the sea in the background. But yeah, that is gorgeous, isn't it? It's just so cute. So that one was tag-alongs. Now the next one was one of my biggest kits in my stash, and it's a bit of a problem one, and the drills keep falling off. Yeah, I've just noticed there's a couple of drills just fell off there as I've moved it. Yeah, they have. So this is going to take me ages to find. So it's a bit of a nightmare one, this one. But it was a budget. Oh, just one's fell off. It was a budget kit. Well, it wasn't a budget kit. It was bought from a company that's no longer trading. And the canvas was okay, but some of the drills, obviously, they're popping off. Well, I'll just have to leave that till later. I'll just pop it. I'll roll it up back with this one when I put it back in the packet. But yeah, this was a bit of a confetti struggle with confetti, and also the popping drills, and some of the drills weren't the same size, so they weren't fitting together very well. But you live and learn. But anyway, this is Queen Evil. The artist is Sarah Richter. Now this company, the Diamond Painting Factory? Yeah, Diamond Painting Factory UK. As I say, it's no longer trading. It hasn't been for a few years. But this one, obviously they legally licensed the artwork. I must stress that. I try not to buy from places that steal other artists' artwork, as I do believe that artists should be compensated for other companies using their work. And also they sort of, I would like them to have the agreement to give their permission to use it as well. So yeah, I do firmly believe to try and get legally licensed artwork. Obviously I didn't when I first started diamond painting, because I wasn't aware of it, but now I do try my best to do all that. So again, this is Queen Evil by the artist Sarah Richter from Diamond Painting Factory UK. The size of it, it's a square drill kit. So that's why I think I'm having issues with pop-in drills, because the drills aren't the best. But you can see the picture is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I can bring you out, or I can zoom in. Oh, there we go. Excuse the mess in the room, but that is the full, that's the full image. I think you believe she's absolutely stunning. So all the confetti was worth it in the finish up. So it's a square drill kit, 100 centimeters by 70 centimeters. So really, I think this is the biggest one that I had in my collection. Well, I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping I'm not getting any more really big ones this size anyway. So I started it on the 22nd of February and finished it on the 31st of May. So it took like 3 months, nearly 3 months to do this one. Over the time of 149 hours in total. So yes, it was really a biggie and a bit of a chore to get through, but I think you'll agree, aside, putting all the problems aside, it is a stunning canvas. And I'm sort of glad I did it. So, and the 35 colours in this, there weren't any specials, they were just all regular drills. And approximately 112,000 diamonds in this one. So yeah, I will just get this one put away. I'll try and find where that drill popped from. I'll get that put away, and I'll be back with you because I don't want any more drills dropping off it. So I'll just pop it on pause and I'll be back in a second and we can carry on. Okay, hi, I'm back. I've put that one away now, so hopefully that will be okay now. So my next one after that I did was like a vintage Diamond Art Club. So this was Love at Its Darkest by Amanda Manzano, and it is a round kit again. Size is 51 centimeters by 76 centimeters, or 20 by 30 inches. So this, obviously, it's quite an old one. It's no longer available, unfortunately. It's so stinking cute again. It's a fan art based on Jack and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I just thought it was gorgeous. And I did this one during in June. So I started it on the 1st of June 25 and finished it on the 28th of June 25 for a total time of 63 hours. And I worked on this during the June waffle event 2025 that Add More Zest were hosting. So what that entails is they pick a canvas and they work on a square a day for the whole time during June, and basically it's just to give you some more me time. If your life's in chaos, you can just follow the Add More Zest June waffle and just do a square a day, and a video goes up every day and you ask questions, and yeah, it's a fun event to take part in, and I try and take part in it when I can every year. Hopefully I can still carry on doing that. You can either do it the canvas that Add More Zest release for the June waffle, or you can pick your own picture, which is what I did. Let me see, so did I tell you know there was 50 colours in this one with 2 ABs and 54,264 diamonds. So the ABs, there were orangey ones in here, and there was sort of a lilac-y. Again, I'll try and pop the light on and then you can see. I don't know whether, if I put this other light on, will that be? Oh, you can see the colours a bit better there, can't you? Just get quite a few shadows though now as well. So there's sort of the lilac-y ABs in the background there. And there's lots of, I mean, just look how it sparkles in the light. And this is an older kit as well. This is a really older kit and it's still really, really shiny. But that's with 2 lights on. That's with my phone light on and the light in the room. Even though it's still daylight outside, I was just trying to get them in the daylight. But yeah, so that one was my what did I say? How many finishes did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th finish of 2025 so far. So the 6th finish was this tiger one. Now this is one from a budget site, but it's still stunning. It's still really, really stunning. I still love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, there's the bottom of it. Again, it's still quite sparkly, but it's just the mood in the picture. It's like saying, I see you. I've got my beady eye on you. I'm coming to get you. And I just love this one as well. Again, tons of confetti, absolutely tons of confetti, but worth it, because just look how textured that looks. The fur just looks so real, as though you could just reach out and stroke its nose. Yeah, although I wouldn't, but yeah, just looking at that's gorgeous. So yeah, I did get this one from DIY Choose. Again, I don't think this company's trading at the moment anymore. I did have a look at it the other day, for another one that I finished off, and I really don't think they're trading anymore. I've not been able to find them on the internet anyway. And again, it's another round kit. I think I've probably done more round than square so far. I'll need to tally that up at the end. That'll be quite interesting. And the size of this one's 45 centimetres by 85 centimetres. Or 18 inches by 34 inches. There were 20 colours, no specials, just regular drills. Approximately 53,550 diamonds, and I started this on the 29th of June and finished it on the 26th of July, so less than a month for this one. Must have whizzed through it. And total time of 48 hours and 10 minutes. So, and I called this one Eye of the Tiger, because I don't think it had a name on the website, but so yeah. So the next one, this one is a Dreamer Designs, and this one is the Fierce Cherry Bomb. Oh, isn't she amazing? She's just, yeah, rawr. And I wish I could show you I'll tell you what, I'll do it this way and then I'll move it the other way. Oh gosh, all these canvases are sticking together now with all the fluff in the back. But yeah, it's just so you can see this properly, well, a bit better, get the full effect, because all this at the bottom was stunning. That's not working either, is it? Just all her, look, all the detail in her clothes. Just look at all that. That is just amazing. Just really, like, yeah, she's one of my favourites that I've done this year. Because Curtis Rajkovic, I have quite a lot of his damsels in my collection, and again I want to try and build up my collection so that I do have all his damsels, but I think some of them have already been archived, so I've missed that boat, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is Cherry Bomb and Dreamer Designs. So it is 60 by 80 and it is a square one, so back to squares again, with 62 colours, of which there were 2 ABs and 2 crystals. So the crystals, you can probably see there's lots in the unicorn, sort of in the unicorn's fur, and also in her bodice. I don't know if I can bring that up closer. Yeah, lots in the unicorn's mane there, and there's white crystals in her bodice there. And there's also red, sort of going through there as well. There's also red, a few red crystals scattered here and there as well. And there's lots of crystals in this unicorn. Again, clear and red crystals in the horn. Yeah, there's crystals in her jewellery, and some up in the cherries. Even in her eyes, there's a couple of crystals in her eyes. In the two ABs, there was like the orange AB. It was like the orange AB, which is in her eye there. That's the total amount of that one AB. Again, the red crystals in her. And there was a pink AB as well. So the pink AB, some of that is in her unicorn. It's in her horn. It was in her lips. And I think it was in, yeah, it was in her bodice as well. The pink AB. So yeah, it was all here in her bodice. I don't think there was any, no, there wasn't any in the unicorns. It was just the crystals in the unicorns. But yeah, but just look at that. She's amazing. So I started her, don't know if I've said already, sorry, I'll just lose my track here. I started her on the 26th of July and finished on the 26th of September. So 2 months. But again, it was quite confetti. And the background was a bit slow going as well, but it was all worth it. I did take it on holiday with me. I didn't really get much done on holiday. Oh, I see there's a drill missing there too. There's a black square one missing. I'll probably find that somewhere. Or it could be in the box, but I'll sort it out when I can fix it. So yeah, so that was Cherry Bomb. So she was my 7th finish, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, my 7th finish. So on to my 8th finish, which is a biggie. And it's another Hamelin. And this is a huge one from Oraloa. I'm not going to be able to get all of this on. Oh, this is Waiting for Peter Pan by Oraloa. And I think this has got to be the favourite that I've done this year. It trumps Ennis, it trumps Camilla, trumps Curtis. Yeah. I think it never fails to, Hannah Lynn's diamond paintings or artwork never fail to put a smile on my face, and just this one is just amazing. My first kit from Oraloa that I've worked on, definitely won't be my last. It was lovely to work on, and the drills were amazing. I just love the rendering of this. It's probably had to go really big because of all the detail in it. But I'm glad it has, because it's obviously given us all the detail. The only thing I wasn't was all the black there. That was a bit hard going, and also the colour blocking. Sort of, it went out of focus on the colour blocking in the moon with the whites. Yeah, I'm not keen on light colour blocking, but there are a few gaps in it. But when you look up really close, but if you look at it, if it's on the wall, you can't really see the gaps. But yeah, all in all, I've had worse. I've had worse issues with gapping. But yeah, so the colour blocking up the top was a little bit of a slog, I would say, but it was worth it, because just look at that canvas. Just look at that canvas. Oh, I think I've knocked a couple of drills off there. I have, yeah. But yeah, just look at that, it's gorgeous. So this is Waiting for Peter Pan. And the artist is Hannah Lynn. You can probably tell because again, I did sort of the black outlines and then coloured it all in. And this is a square kit. I've just lost that one. There it is. And this is a square kit. Just kit in. Right, got it now. Yep, so this is a square kit. Again, I've probably said that about 5 times, so I'm really sorry. From Orloa, it's called Waiting for Peter Pan. So that's obviously Wendy, and then Peter's up in the sky there. It is, let me see, 65.3 by 88 centimeters, or 25.71 by 34.65 inches. So it is a biggie, but I think it needed to be to get all the details in. But I mean, just look at that picture up at the top as well. I mean, that's so much detail in that little picture on the wall. And I just love this granny blanket as well. And these were my favourite drills. I don't know if you can see that, but these were fairy dust, like grey fairy dust. So there's 58 colours, although Orlo will call them tiki dust, I think. So there's 58 colours, and there was 6, of which 6 were tiki dust. And there's 91, nearly 92,000 diamonds in this. So I'm not surprised it did take me a while. I don't know whether I can get these in, but yeah, just look at these grey tiki dust. They were absolutely stunning. They had like a purple kind of, a bluey kind of purple kind of mica glitter on them, and they're just beautiful. So I think they were, and the orange ones as well. The orange, I mean, just look at that, the orange and the blue. The orange and the blue and the grey together. So that was like 3 out of the 7. So I think there was a yellow one as well. Yep, there's a yellow one. That was sort of round the blanket there. And I think it was in her hair as well. The yellow one, and there was another blue one. I think there was 2 blue ones. There was a darker blue and a lighter blue. Her dress is chock full with that. So, yeah, there, a dark blue. There's a darker blue up here, and then the lighter blue here. So yeah, it was just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if there was the white. Is there a white one? Yeah, see all the grey. The grey ones are in the moon. All the tiki dust. It was absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so Orloa are on my list again for ordering more from Orloa, definitely. So I'm not sure if I've said I started this on the 2 months it took me to do this one, from the 27th of September to the 20th of November. So isn't she gorgeous? And then it was back to this. Well, this one, I finally finished this one. This has been the longest whip ever. I actually started this. I took this into work with me, to work in my lunch hours. Obviously didn't have a lot of time to do it in my lunchtime. And this one has been on the go. I started this one in 2022, in March 2022. So more than 3 years in the making. But it's finally finished, and I'm happy with the result. Again, it's another budget kit. I think this one came from GBFKE. It's 45 by 85, so it's the same size as the Tiger one. It's a round, 18 inch by 34 inch. It's a round kit. I finally finished this. As I started this on the 14th of March 2022, and I finally finished it on the 23rd of December 2025. With a total time of 62 hours 36 minutes. So obviously very slow doing this one. And 26 colours, all regular drills, with approximately 53,550 diamonds. So yeah, but I really like how that one turns out. That's, again, it looks really, really textured. With lots of confetti in it. But again, it's worth it. I mean, I'll some of these budget kits, you know, that they are hit or miss, but this just looks as though it is like in a pool, and the fish look really lifelike. So I'm really happy with this one. But this one might be getting gifted. I might not actually keep this, but we shall see. So I called that one koi fish. And then the last big kit that I worked on and finished, and again I did this in my holidays. I've just had 2 weeks leave from work and heading back there tomorrow, which is a bit I want to spend more time off diamond painting, please. Oh, this isn't all going in. You can see the most of it. Basically, this is another budget one. I think this one also came from DIY Choose. Yeah. It's 100 centimeters by 50 centimeters, or 40 inch by 20 inch. Round kit. 25 colours, all regular drills. Approximately 70,000 diamonds. And I started this on the 21st of November and finished it on the 31st of December. So I managed to finish it just on New Year's Eve, just before the New Year started. With a time of 55 hours and 23 minutes. And I called this one Rainbow Landmarks. So as you can see, because it's got, I'm not sure if it's an old kit, so that could well be the Twin Towers. And then there's looks like Moscow. That'll be a place at the Louvre. I think that's meant to be Sydney Opera House. Elizabeth Tower, where Big Ben is, and the London Eye, Statue of Liberty. It is very pixelated. When you look at it close up, it does look better through the camera. And it was confetti. It was just a mess working on it. You're looking at it close up and you were like, what on earth is that? There was just like a massive confetti everywhere. But like I say, looking at it through the camera, it does look a lot better further away than it is close up. So yeah, so that's my last big kits that I did. I also did I'll just get this out of the way. Oh, I also did the Add More Zest advent calendar that came in the advent box. I have cut up the first 4. So there's the first 4 ready for keeping in here and for using with my stand next year. And there's the other canvases. I actually did these on every day, along with Rebecca when she did the, sorry, just moving the camera there so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, I did these along with Rebecca when she was doing her December Advent. I completed one of these each day, and then if I had a bit more time, I worked on the landmark one in between. Again, it was just the December Advent is just another chance for you to get me time, a bit of me time with your diamond painting, which is really welcome during the chaos that is Christmas and the run up to Christmas. And finally, I will put a spoiler here now. I have given Chat to Art a try from Diamond Art Studio UK. Basically, Chat to Art is like a cross stitch conversion where you don't get the image on the canvas, but you get like a pattern, a cross stitch pattern that you follow. And I have been using Pattern Keeper. For these, you can download the patterns into Pattern Keeper and you can use it from there. And this one, if you don't want to look you can just click off here now. You won't miss anything else. I've gone through everything that I needed to show you, to share with you, that I wanted to share with you. So if you don't want spoilers of a Chat to Art kit, then bye for now, and I will see you in the next video. So I'll just give people a chance to go, and then we'll have a look. So this one was the cat tarot that I got, and I have done 3 of them so far. Again, this I just wanted to see, I was eager to see how the Chat to Art worked, and again, it's just a little, get 22 of these individual images. So again, it was just a little play with it really before, because I was quite eager to have a look at it, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully many more to come if I get a break in between what I'm doing for this year, just like a little side project if I feel like, if I'm getting overwhelmed with my bigger canvases. So this was one, this was charming. First one I did was Death. So if anybody reads tarot cards, just don't let me know what's happening, because and then I did Judgment, and it took me a while to figure out what this cat was actually doing, but then I realized, oh, it's just swiping things off the table or the shelf. So yeah, because there's like glass and plates and things like that, so it's just basically doing what cats do and just going swiping things. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these. And then there's Justice, so I really enjoyed that one. There was a little bit that was more enjoyable, I would think, than those 2. That one was a bit meh, but I think it was a good one to actually start with, because I mean, like there's a bit of gap in as well in it. I think it's probably just my placement, but I think that was a good one to start with because there's lots of blocking in it, and it sort of got you used to reading the pattern and looking at where your drills went on the canvas. So yeah, I think it was a good one to start with, that one. And then this one, you see, this is a little bit blocky, well, gappy as well, but again, I think it's just me placing, because it is good quality. It's really good quality, the usual quality you get from Diamond Art Studio. So there's Judgment, and there's Justice. And I really like this one. That one was fun to do. So yeah, can't wait to see what the other 19 are going to, no, did I say 22? You got 22, yeah, I think. So that's 19, 20, 20. Yeah, so I've got another 19 to go of those. So, but what I will do, I will just leave you now with a little thing of my favourite canvas that I've done this year, which is this Hanelin, absolutely beautiful one. I don't know if I can get you out anymore to have a, can I zoom? No, I can zoom in. I can't zoom out anymore, I don't think. No, that's as far as I can zoom. But just look at that beauty. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? I even love the wee little teddy bear. It's so stunning. And then we get to the bottom of the canvas. Just all the detail in that. And the sparkle. It's just, yeah, it's stunning. So anyway, thank you for joining me today, looking back at my canvases of 2025. Hope to see you all again very soon in 2026. And yeah, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.